Hello there, friends. Welcome to Start Early today. Hope you're doing well wherever you may be, whatever it may be that you choose to engage yourself with, whatever practice it may be. It can be the practice of doing nothing, it can be the practice of deliberate intent. Life comes in seasons, so if it's your season to sow, go for it. Sowing the seeds even though we're not seeing immediate results. Sowing the seeds with faith, knowing that it is for the betterment of the earth. And we're using this metaphor of planting seeds that will grow into a big tree, which will produce fruits, flowers, and leaves. But before we harvest, there's a lot to work on, like tending to the germination of the seed, replanting it into a bigger pot, and watching over it, hovering over it like a hawk, tending to it like a mother, and not allowing the external forces to take it from you, like the pests and the vultures, my friend. So it is in our constant awareness, it is in our choosing to be responsible for our work. And that work can go beyond your career or your job. Your work is yourself, and you can work on it, embody these virtues that we are studying: diligence, watchfulness, energy, effort, nobility, discipline, clarity, and consistent and persistent action. What are you acting towards? Where are you aimed at? What patterns are you getting rid of or lessening? What 1% are you adding to your daily activities that will build the person you intend to become? Study how the mind works, knowing that thoughts are just there and we do not need to think them, because once we think them, we become that immediately. And thoughts can be, the production of thoughts is uncontrollable. And the thoughts that is produced by our primal nature, which is, I heard it's from the limbic system, the primal part of the brain wired for survival. It's a part of yourself that always sees the lack and the threat. So you're always on your toes and your nervous system is running into its sympathetic state. So there's two states of the nervous system when you're afraid, and it's called fight or flight. It's the sympathetic nervous system. And to shift to the parasympathetic nervous system, you just tune into your breath and silence the mind. Although it's impossible to silence the mind, you tap into the awareness who can listen to the chattering monkey inside your head. And you're the blessed one. Your awareness is the blessed one that is Christ-like, that does not jump in to conclusions of judgments and criticisms of yourself and circumstances. Because when we judge, we immediately close down the possibility of synergy and collaboration, and the furthering of the blossoming of a thing. Once you identify a thing as such, you limit its expansion. So from time to time, tap into the centeredness of silence, wherein you do not need to calculate, impose, and analyze. You just observe, the benign observer. And with grace and compassion, you just accept. And you are watchful of those urges to react. We only respond with grace and understanding. I understand you, beloved. I know that you're in that place of hardship, and I know you're lashing out because you're suffering. And forgive. Forgive that little boy or little girl inside a man driving carelessly, or using meanness as defense. And watch yourself too if you're being hard and harsh to the people around you. This has been my lesson too. To be more gentle and with more ease and grace. Surf the day. And it's a delicate balance of closing the gap of where you want to be, the person you intend to become, being excellent, the joy of pursuit, and also being here. My latest article dives deep into this topic. It's in Substack. It's called The Balance Between Acceptance and Motivation. Because when you veer too much on the other side, there is stagnation and decay. So if you're not moving forward, you're decaying. And there's also the concept of stillness, that which all happens with or without your input. But that can be applied in your self-talk. That can be applied in your internal state of well-being. But the other thing of motivation can be applied to your earthly pursuits, which is also part of your spirit's expression. So the whisper of the spirit calls you to do some audacious things that might not make sense to the logical mind. But in these commitments, like writing some songs or putting together a delicious meal, something artful, something that is for its own sake, tending to yourself, making yourself strong in mind, body, and spirit. There's no urgency for that. Our urgencies are made up of responsibilities, immediate responsibilities that sustain our material life. But there's also our spiritual life that needs to be tended to. And you can make time by communing through silent meditation and prayer, and to put it simply, just reflect on what is truly important to you, and ask the questions: why am I making myself suffer? Why am I trapped and addicted to these mental cages? These are just thoughts of judgments and demands of the ego. You can easily put that aside, because there's nothing really more you need. Actually, you need less. And tune into the majesty of your biology, that the spine brings data to your brain, and through sensation and feelings and emotions, your blood is being filtered, and protein turns to sugar, or sugar turns to protein. Some chemical change is happening when you the moment you chew the food, enzymes at work. And to revel in that majesty, you'll end up with gratitude. That from the rays of the sun, chemicals turn into a pulp of orange that turns into your juice, which you pick up at the grocery store with ease. And then we watch ourselves complain about this and that, but we live like kings and queens with the technology that we have right now. So my point is to tune into the higher part of ourselves, to go beyond the primal nature of our ego, which is always insecure, afraid, and complaining, and always begrudging and bemoaning. Tune into gratitude, and this can be tapped. If this is your goal, this can be tapped into each and every moment of the day. So with 3 seconds, you can take 3 deep breaths. Think of 3 things that you're thankful for and excite yourself with 3 awesome things that you're gonna engage yourself with, where you're gonna allot your undivided attention. And it is up to you. What does that look like for you, my friend? Knowing the root cause of our sufferings, not just fixing the symptoms, but looking at the cause, being a mindful discerner and really looking from above and seeing the blueprint of how things come to be. How did I bring myself up to this point, and where am I going? Am I leading myself? Because nobody will drive your ship but you, because you are the captain of your ship. You're the director and the screenwriter of your play. And people who have achieved that we get inspired by is also us. If you see someone who has achieved much and you get turned on by that, it means that you are that. A part of you is connected to that. And your path is unique and be different, but the feeling is the same. So it's always the feeling, not the thing. We think we want the car, but it's the feeling of freedom we're after. So don't mistake the food for the menu. Don't mistake material money for wealth. True wealth is becoming the person who can create a lot of wealth with a wealthy mindset. It's in the way you look at things. How are you looking at yourself? Watch your personal narratives. What's going on inside your head? Is it always fighting for or contending with what is? Are you wrestling with reality? It's always a losing game. If that's the case, you work with reality. You start where you are and you do with what you have. You make with what you have from where you are. It's always in the present moment that we create our future. But this is the magical thing. You can exist from your future to make choices today. That's the power of the mind. You can imagine the things that are yet to become. You can imagine things that are yet to be, even though 3D reality does not present proof. If your external reality is not up to your standards, you can change it. Everything is malleable. You've only ended up where you are because you have thought the way that you've been thinking. It's a very basic thing. You can listen to the things around you and ask why. and experiment on paths. You can listen to courses, use technology to create something that shall uplift the world. And go with the discomfort, for in the uncomfortable situations, growth flourishes. You can grow if you can stay with the discomfort. You can stand embarrassment. And you know what? Nobody really cares, my friend. Everybody's too busy with their own thing, so don't mind what they think about you, because they're not really thinking about you. Those who matter don't think about you. And what's that wordplay? What they think about you doesn't matter, and people who matter don't think of you. Something like that. I love a good wordplay. So where are you right now? What's been the thing that you think you are destined for, and what actions are needed? What type of person do you need to be to make that a reality? And open up your eyes to the areas of life that needs looking at. Maybe you can look into your health. Why are you being too lenient or being indifferent? Why aren't you choosing to take charge of your physical body, your finances, your talents? It is God-given, the talents, but God won't practice for you, my friend. If you're good at baking, God won't knead the dough. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? So what is it? What is the greatest expression of the divine that will run through your veins, that shall be expressed? And you ask, why bother? Why express myself? Because it's your heavenly duty. If not, you'll suffer. I'm not making this up. A guy named Thomas did that. If you do not bring forth that which is within you, you shall perish. If you don't bring it out, that which is within you, if you bring that out, you shall be granted heaven on earth. And that heaven on earth, that version of heaven on earth, is only known by the capacity of how far you can think. How creative are you in thinking? Are you watching other players play? Are you just watching other winners win? Why? Try imagining that for yourself and do the commitments needed. And in committing, you'll gain courage. And if you're courageously going for your commitments, you'll gain capacity. You'll expand your capacity. You'll have capability. And to be capable of things that you formerly are shying away from. How to become the best person that you can be. And watch the little things. And listen to the people around you. For they are your guides. They are your molders. They are your helpers. They contain data. Keep them happy. Keep them happy. Keep the harmony with what you can do. Because it's not just all about you. It's a synergistic oneness of all. Go together, go faster, something like that. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go faster, go together. And use the power of the divine. It's the unknown. All we got to do is try our best within our capability, and the rest will take care of itself. Just be ready. Just be ready to give what you got. And do not cling, do not attach to results. And do not attach to the fruits of thy labor. The laboring is the gift in itself. The practice of presence is the art itself. You thinking about what to do and how to connect to this infinite spirit, the feeling of divine rightness, correctness, feeling of ease and connectivity. Oh, that's a good word. Connectedness to the divine, connectedness to nature, connectedness to your intent. And it's always expanding. Watch where you are having feelings of contraction and question what you are protecting. Whatever that is you're protecting or scared to lose, nature will take it. Eventually, life itself, my friend. Memento mori. Amor fati. Do you have those coins? Those Ryan Holiday coins with etchings of Stoic wisdom, temperance, justice. Do you think it's a good business, that coin memento thing? I've yet to look into that. I think the author, which I have my book right here right now, it's a nice sized book by Joseph Wen. Don't believe everything you think. And the title says it all. Why your thinking is the beginning and end of suffering. What a nifty book. Let's read a page. Universal thought. Universal thought is the raw material of the universe from which we can create from. It is our ability to think and create from the energy of the universal mind. It's the object we can perceive through consciousness. Without thought, we would have nothing to be aware of. Thought is like the DVD that contains all the information for us to be able to watch the movie on the TV. The TV and the DVD player is like consciousness. It allows us to have a mechanism to bring the information on the DVD to life for us to be able to watch and experience the movie. The electricity that's needed to power the DVD player and TV is like universal mind, in the sense that it is the invisible energy force that connects and powers all things. It is the source from which everything can work and function. When you read things like these, do you feel, what does your chatter say when you hear the word universe and magic and mesmerize and oneness? Is it too woo-woo for you? Question that, my friend, because science, mathematics, liberal arts, music, literature, they're all one thing. They're all patterns of beauty, energy, frequency. What's Tesla's 3 things? Energy, frequency, and look it up, my friend. It's energy, frequency, and it's slipping my mind. But point being is, it's just one life, lifing all of this music. You and yourself and your journey is but one dot in the tapestry of life that you're embarking. Okay, and to find that beauty can be tapped in silence when you look at it from afar. That you're here for a certain amount of time. It's very limited, maybe 100 years. Go for 100, my friend. And plus, if you keep on seeking out new things, if you're always tuned into the childlike wonder that is within you, if you're always curious and excited for the mystery to reveal itself in each day, you'll never grow old. So stay in that wonder. Be vulnerable. Be impartial, not being attached to concepts and places and things and events and people. To be unattached, because everything's impermanent. All there is now and here. All others are just stories. They're all just movies. They're all just dreams. But this does not mean that we do not care. It means that we're holding a tight grip. We're holding on it with a light grasp rather than a tight grip. And you're just dancing on a rug or on a string, which is impermanent. But while you're here, you'll make the most out of it, like a ride or a vacation, a trip. It's a trip. So bring your mind and self to the here and now. And learn as much as you can, because the brain has infinite capacity. That there are more neural connections in your brain than there are subatomic particles in the universe. Google that, by Gerard Mendel. Can you wrap yourself around that? There are more neural connections in your neural connections or patterns. Just grab the immensity of that. More neural connections in your brain than subatomic particles in the universe. Try looking into a rock. Try looking into the ocean and the depth. And I always use this whenever I'm walking from the grocery store to the car. I always make time to look up at the sky and see and embody its vastness. Vast sky, vast mind. And there's always a bigger space, a more luxurious, spacious villa in your head, rather than the cheap room of fear. I heard that somewhere and it resonated. But the villa, I came up on my own. So there's a villa in your mind. It's wide and it's free. All you gotta do is walk it. Walk outside of that cramped, stained room. I wonder who said that fear is the cheapest room in the house. And you can always move. That's the gift of being human. You can move to wherever you want. We are bipedals. Use your feet to walk and use your mind to travel to dreams that are impossible for you. You can always mend what's broken, because everything's just a thought. It's just you thinking things are limited. It's just you thinking things are stuck. But if you turn within, everything's whirling like a vortex of energy. Atoms have whirling parts connecting to each other. Proteins and DNAs and genetics are constantly producing and rebirthing through autophagy, processes in your brain. You can even hype yourself up through priming and meditation and through imagining. Imagine yourself being an awesome swimmer and your body knows that your arms move. Data is being impregnated in each and every part of your body. Imagine you doing some fun stuff, whatever's fun for you. Cartwheels, riding a bicycle is one of the greatest joy of man. So that's it for today. I am now inspired. What's on the menu? I got some purple potatoes. Maybe we'll roast that to a crisp, and we will be tossing it in a dressed vegan yogurt with chopped herbs. We got some dill. This is the fridge report. We got some dill, some cilantro, some seasonings, maybe vegan cheese. So it always brightens up a dish, makes it umami. I can drizzle some balsamic vinegar in that yogurt and give it a good toss. Drizzle some lemon juice, and voila, you got a purple potato, no mayonnaise, roasted marble purple potatoes. I'll do it on the computer, my friend. It just needs to sound nice. No mayonnaise, purple marble potatoes, roasted marble purple potatoes, salad. Herby. Shall we insert the word herby? Okay, I ramble, my friends, but thank you for spending time. I wish you the best. Look up at the sky and look at the budding flowers. Joy is everywhere you look. Train for joy. Choose joy. Happiness is never outside of you. There is never a happiness outside that is not here. Delight. Smile like the Buddha. Carry that smile wherever you go. Okay? Stop ruminating. Or you can. Just, I don't know. It's not for me. Action is where it's at, my friend. Action. Clarity comes in engagement. When you ruminate, you don't move anything. You're just there. That's good too. Make it useful, self-reflection, but ruminating and paralysis is not a way to go, because we're here in a 3D life. We're here to make something out of the nothingness, out of the universal mind. You're here to make something out of your ideas. You're here to make something out of the things that you see that will spark you up. Can be anything. It can be a clean and clear countertop. It can be your beautiful ceramic plate where you serve your roasted purple marble potatoes. I hope I have inspired you. Check out startearlytoday.com for more of these insights. It's more structured there. On the podcast, I just free flow and watch where my mind takes me. And I'm blessed and I'm honored that you're here. It's a beautiful sunny day. And isn't it fascinating that we're all looking at the same sun and we're all under the same moon? But why can't we live as one? That's a fun song for you. Yeah, clouds are moving. I have observed that the clouds here in America moves faster than the clouds in the Philippines. Why do you think is that? Something to ponder. Okay? Do not take yourself too seriously, my friends. God created this thing. It big banged as a party. It big banged as a party, my friends. So have your little structure, but it's okay if it rains. Have your little plan, but it's okay to have another plan. Okay? It's okay to have strong beliefs as long as you hold them loosely. A light grip, easily shakeable and resettable. That's how you stay young. And that's how you have fun. That's it for today. Come on, I can't let you go. You hang up first. No, you hang up first. Okay, I'm hanging up now. 'Cause time to, I don't know, I'll swing some kettlebells and do some cartwheels and backbending. Peace, love, light.